The United States and Iran reached an initial agreement today that would extend their shaky ceasefire and lead to the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. But significant challenges remain to ending the war, including whether Israel will continue its offensive in Lebanon. Details of the deal have not been made public. The U.S. said it was signed electronically on Sunday, but it won't be implemented until a formal signing. Pakistan's prime minister said that will happen Friday in Geneva. Leaders around the world are welcoming the new agreement between the U.S. and Iran. In a post on X, Prime Minister Mark Carney urged all parties to maintain good faith dialogue and refrain from escalation while negotiations continue.
It will fix the nuclear issue, and it's a very important matter for peace. It will provide peace in Lebanon, and so we are ready to take our fair share of the burden and be part of the commitment of the international community in order to support this deal.
When asked about the Memorandum of Understanding today, U.S. President Donald Trump said it will be released soon. But even though it isn't signed, he says ships are already moving through the strait.
It's signed, the deal's all signed, and the strait is already partially opened. As you know, they're doing a little hunting for a couple of mines that they've already found. But it's essentially ships are starting to go out now. On Friday, it'll be completely open.
But while Trump says there will be no tolls, earlier today, Iran's foreign ministry spokesperson appeared to have a different statement.
We have always said that we are not seeking to collect transit tolls. However, in return for the services that we will provide, including navigation services, environmental protection, potentially ship insurance, and other services offered by Iran and Oman, the necessary costs will be covered and the corresponding fees will be collected. Therefore, the matter is quite clear.
Even if the strait, a crucial waterway for the world's oil and natural gas, fully opens, it'll take months for the global energy crisis sparked by its closure to ease. As for relief from sanctions, the European Commission president says Iran will need to change its behavior before any EU sanctions can be lifted.
And the principle of sanctions is that we need real change on the ground before we can think about lifting them. Sanctions are in place to change behavior. So if behavior is changing credibly and verifiably, then you can lift sanctions.
While Israel joined the U.S. in launching the war on February 28th, it's not party to the deal. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu finally commented on the deal, saying he and Trump do not always see eye to eye. Answering questions from reporters, he acknowledged uncertainty about the agreement itself, but made clear that Israel does not intend to withdraw from southern Lebanon, Gaza, or Syria. This alone could scuttle the deal, since Iran has insisted any agreement to end the war include an end to the fighting in Lebanon. While residents of Beirut's battered southern suburbs express uncertainty over what comes next, an analyst says the deal is set to strengthen Hezbollah's influence in Lebanon.
In the future, given the financial incentives given to Iran, what we will see is basically a more well-off or more better off Hezbollah, capable of delivering financial packages to the families impacted by the conflict, and thus, bolstering its own popularity amongst its population. Of course, the occupation problem will remain, but that will be used as an alibi for Hezbollah to say, we will not deliver our weapons. You failed to deliver a ceasefire at the state level in negotiations with Israel.
The agreement also faces other major challenges. It gives just 60 days to decide what to do about Iran's stockpile of highly enriched uranium and its nuclear program. It took years for Iran and world powers to negotiate a 2015 agreement to rein in Tehran's nuclear program.